All right. So once you come to the platform, you go to your account tab. Now, if it says your name up in the upper right-hand corner, you're already logged in, and you can just click on the member dashboard. You can just click on the member dashboard link right from the beginning. If you're not logged in, if you go to account, it will allow you to log in. I'm going to log out here really quick, so just so folks can see what that looks like. But so if I come here
I
and you're
I have a This is Jody Hatherley. I have a question because I don't have an account and there's no button that says create an account. So how do
well,
I
have
get
you
an account?
have you signed up as a member?
Yes, I paid membership fees. We got our shirt.
Okay.
But I don't have
Then
an account.
then what you would do is you click on the account button
Uh-huh. And I
and
get in username, password, lost your password, but I don't get create an account.
okay, well, you have an account. If you've placed an order, then you have an
Okay.
account. You just put in the email, just click on lost your password, put in the email you used when you created the order,
I
and
have put in
it'll
every email that I have and it tells me that it doesn't exist.
okay, well, let's do this. At the end, if you can hang out till the end, I will
Yep.
go look that up for you.
All right, fabulous. Thank you.
Okay, cool. And then for everybody, as I go through this, what I'd like to do is try to get through it all the way one time. And then that way we can have a video that folks can watch on how to use it. And then we'll answer questions at the end. And if specific people are having specific problems, we'll dig in and solve those. And I'll stay, I'll stay on as late as I need to make sure everybody gets their problem solved. So anyways, so click on my account, then click on login. You'll put in the email address that you placed your first order with, and your password again. If you need to reset your password, you can just click on lost your password. And that will bring you to your account page where you can also see some of the awesome, cool merch you can buy. Or you can go to our online store to do that from the front page. Then you click here for your member dashboard. And when you first come in, it'll show you what kind of membership you have, but your picture might be blank. So if you want to change your photo, you just click here to change your member photo and select the photo that you want to. You can upload a new photo from your PC, and then uh, it'll load that in and you can move it around. You can zoom in, kind of show exactly where you want it to be. Then you can save your changes and it will have that photo as your profile photo now. The next thing that you will do is depending on what type of membership you have, if you have a standard membership, you'll have one nomination. If you have a lifetime membership, you'll have one nomination. If you have a family membership, you'll have three nominations. If you have a charter membership, you'll have, I think, five nominations. So I'm going to go through sort of setting up a nomination. So if you click here to set up your nomination, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to select a rider. Yourself will be, you will have your own self in there. And then you'll also have any other riders. You can add additional family members. So if you have a couple kids that are they don't need their own. If you have a family membership and you have a couple kids, you can give them their own nominations and set them up as riders. And so something about that, the way nominations work is each nomination is an individual horse and an individual rider that competes in a certain class based on age range or level, and then also breed of horse, which we'll talk about in a minute. There is another opportunity that we have that's called our Academy Division, and I'll talk about that as it goes through. Some people might lease a horse at a barn, or they just take lessons at a barn, so they might be riding a different horse every single time. So we've created a division, or there's some actual horse events where they're called pickup events, where you just show up at the event and you ride whatever horse that they give you. So for those cases, um, you can just enter as academy. Now, academy, again, we'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But so let's say I want to add a new family member, and this is going to be Maggie Moon Pie, and this is my beagle's name. And you put in her email, her date of, and the date of birth. And then we'll call this other. Now, here's another thing too. If you're setting up, you can set up a trainer here too. A lot of people will have a trainer ride their horse. It's important to point out that if your trainer is competing on your horse, then the points that is still a 1-to-1, one horse, one rider nomination. So if you compete on your horse and your trainer competes on your horse, that's two separate nominations. Like you cannot combine the points for both of those. But I'll set this as a trainer.
The term we use there is horse rider pair.
Horse rider
So,
pair, correct.
now the trainer and that horse is one horse and rider pair. The owner and that horse is another horse and rider pair.
Okay. The next step is you will choose a horse. And in the same way, so if you were riding the Academy division, you can just click, just this button is going away as far as horseshoe lease or use because we found that nobody actually uses that. We're just replacing that with the Academy division. You could just create a horse called Academy. The name of the horse is Academy, and the name of your division will be Academy division. So I'm going to add a new horse. And you give it sort of the barn name first. We'll call this Bosco the Brave. And I'm gonna say he's so breed would be Academy again if you're like the name and breed would both be Academy if you're doing the Academy division. Um, I eventually will make that a little bit easier, but for right now, this is the way we have to do it. Um, Quarter horse, and we'll say he's Sorrel, and his foaling date was 01/01/2018. So that this information is required. The next step is this is all optional information. So if he's registered and you want to put in any of that information, you can do that. Or if you don't have it or don't care, you can skip it. Again, upload a photo. Okay, and then the final thing that you do, and this is very important, when you compete, you are you have to choose the level that you're competing at. So the levels that we have are Pee Wee, which is 11 and under as of January 1st that year, Youth, which is 12 to 18 as of January 1st this year. Non-pro is you have not received payment for training, showing, judging, or giving lessons within 5 years. Open to anybody. Senior is over 55 as of January 1st. My wife is pointing out that that would be me as of this year. Special needs, and then or the Academy division. So I'm gonna select non-pro. Well, I guess if it was trainer, it would be open. And then the breed, I'm gonna say this is a draft horse.
I have,
So
I have a quick question. Is the academy open to both youth and adults?
Yes,
Okay.
Academy there's just one division of Academy.
Okay.
It covers youth, adult, seniors, everybody.
Okay, great.
So we want to try it that way the first year because we
Yeah.
don't want to add,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
400 saddles that Dave has to buy at the end of the year.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So until
Right.
we get going. Well, once we get going and we have 100,000 members, then we'll buy saddles for all kinds of people. But in as long as it's currently coming out of Dave's pocket, we have to be of that. And speaking of that, we're changing the rules slightly this year that we'll have a meeting about this soon, is that there has to be a certain number of competitors in your division breed category to qualify for a saddle or a buckle or stuff like that. So if we had some situations last year where there was only one person, competing in the category, and so it wasn't really fair to the other people that were competing.